Hello, my dear students. In this lecture video, we will be learning about unit vectors. I hope by now you have studied vector addition, vector subtraction, using the two main methods that we have. The graphical method, wherein you need to have your ruler and your protractor, and the component method, wherein you only need your calculator and any straight edge object to make your drawing straight. So before we go to the two kinds of vector products, we need to understand first another mathematical operators which will be very useful in our study of physics. And these are what we call the unit vectors. Okay, so let me share my whiteboard here. Ayan. Okay. Please bear with my writing, no? It's been a while since the last time I used my graphics tab and my stylus, no? Palusot lang. Okay, sige. So, unit vectors. We have three unit vectors. So, we have here lowercase, naka small letter siya na cursive. We have I hat, no? So if you see the symbol here na parang hat talaga on top of each letter. So this symbol, this is hat kasi nga it looks like a hat. Or we can also call it as, kung punctuation siya, it's a caret. Ayan. So every time you see this hat or caret symbol written on top of a vector symbol, it's a shout out that that is a unit vector. I hope by now, class, you know what a vector is. No? So what's the main difference between a vector quantity and a scalar quantity? Let's recall first. So you have this in your high school, no? If you were under STEM. Scalar quantity versus vector quantity. Okay, correct. Assuming I can hear you. So the similarity, they both have magnitudes, of course, kasi it's a measurement, no, of something. In physics, if a reality cannot be measured, whether directly or indirectly, we do not study it in physics, no? Yan. So, pareho silang may magnitude. Kaya, scalar and vector quantity, of course, these are measurements. These are quantities. These are represented by a number and a unit. So, pag magbibigay ka ng magnitude, magnitude simply means the strength, the absolute value of a measurement, the how much part. So, pag magnitude, you know, you have the tawag nito, the number, kung ilan siya, and your unit of measurement. Yan. And then that's a similarity. They both have magnitude simply because they are measurements of a physical dimension, no? Physical quantities. But the difference, si scalar, I hope you are not scalars. Are you? Si scalar, walang direction. Okay. Whereas si vector, it has direction. Yan. Okay. I hope we are vectors. Although sometimes in life, no, we tend to become scalars, no? Kanang mawala kag direksyon, no? Kanang na-tired ka na, but you need to bounce back, no? To gain control again. But anyway, that's another aspect of life. But that's hopefully by all throughout the semester, you'll see that life actually is just very similar to physics, no? Ayan, natin mga hugot ani. So ano bang hugot pick up line dito? So sabi ni Vector sa love niya, I was a scalar until I met you. Oh, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin nun, pangit yata pagka-deliver ko. I was a scalar until I met you. Charot. Okay, so let's go back. So that's the main difference between scalar and vectors. Walang direction si scalar, kompleto ng identity niya. Basta mabigay mo lang yung number and unit. Pero si vector, there's a very important information, and that is where it's going. So, unit vectors, therefore, how do you understand the word unit? As a unit. Okay, united, unity, unification. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Unit means, correct? Very good. It means one. So unit vectors are vectors whose magnitudes are equal to 1. So for example, si vector I hat na positive, it has a 1 unit of magnitude and then it goes towards positive x direction. Okay? Therefore, kung meron kang negative I hat na unit vector, you know that it has a magnitude of 1 unit and it goes towards negative x direction. Okay? In other words, I hat points a direction in space along the x-axis. So, siya ang pointer sa x-axis. Yan, x-axis. Yan. Whereas si j hat, this is a unit vector, 1 unit pa rin yung magnitude niya, pero it's a pointer of direction in the or along the y-axis. And then finally, in our 3-dimensional axis, ang ingay ng aso sa labas, pardon me class, cannot lose my momentum here, bahala sila dyan. K hat is a pointer in space, specifically along the z-axis or z-axis. Ayan. So if we illustrate now our 3-dimensional axis, okay, a little English pronunciation lang. We pronounce this axis, so short I, if you're referring to a singular axis, isang axis lang. And then pag plural na, para lang alam natin, no, baka isipin nyo later, bakit parang mali ang spelling. Axis, that's for plural form. Ayan, it's not axis, it's axis, long E. Ayan, so much for that. So in our real world, okay, we move in a 3-dimensional space. Okay, that's what we know, no? Pero of course, there are a lot of theories on multiple dimensions, no? Mga multiverses. But I'm not in the position to discuss that. Dito lang muna tayo sa universe natin. So if we use the conventional axis, 3-dimensional axis, then the horizontal, usually we take this as the positive x. Tama ba? So we have positive x here. The vertical going up is positive y. Opposite is negative. So alam nyo na ito. And then the third axis here that cuts through the plane is our positive z if it's away from the board. And this one is negative z if it's into your laptop or your cell phone or the surface that you're watching here. So you learned in your geometry in high school, these 3 axes are perpendicular with one another. So in the xy plane, ito siya. Yan, parallel to the x-axis. I'll draw another parallel line to the y. So this is now the, what we call the xy plane. So plane siya kasi 2-dimensional na. Diba? And then, if we use naman the let's say the xz plane, so I'll draw a line parallel to the y-axis and then another line parallel to the z-axis. So this is now our YZ or Z or Z plane. Ayan. And then ano po bang color hindi ko nagamit dito? Let's use the rainbow pen. What else? Ang other plane natin, the XZ. So sa XZ or Z, I will sketch a line that is parallel to the Z axis and another line parallel to the X. So, goes like this. Ayan. So, this is now our XZ plane. Ayan. I hope you'll use your imagination, no? Kasi it's quite challenging to sketch a 3-dimensional quantity on a 2-dimensional paper, sa notebook mo ba, sa papel mo, or dito sa laptop. So, gamitin nyo na lang imagination nyo. Maingay ang aking anak dito. Ayan. So, in other words, this I hat, J hat, K hat now, every time you see them in beside a certain measurement, you already have a clue that that quantity is either along the X, the Y, or the Z. Tama ba? So, if we look at the axis now, The I hat is, okay, so wala mo nang, hindi mo na mag-matter gaano kahaba siya, no? Kasi hindi naman tayo nag-graphical dito. So this would be, let's say, positive I hat. And then this is how we sketch negative I hat. And then we have positive J hat there. Negative J hat down. Positive K hat away from the board or from the surface of your laptop. And then into the surface of the laptop or cell phone, you have negative K hat. So take note that there is this principle in physics we call the principle of consistency. In other words, even if we change the orientation of our axis class, pwede naman ganon. So, big sabihin, if I will rotate my axis now, which happens in some problems or some authors, hindi nila ginagamit ang usual na horizontal X. So, yan ang babantayan nyo pag analyze ng problem. If you're given coordinate axis, you have to take note kung alin dyan si X, alin si Y, alin si Z. Kasi in physics, the frame of reference does not affect the physical quantity. Okay? So let's say, for example, if a certain ant is going to, let's just say that the displacement of an ant, let's call this displacement of an ant, is, let's say, I'll say 3 centimeters I hat. Ano, hindi na lang. Sabihin natin, magnitude direction muna ang bigay ko ha. So let's say, for example, let's say it's 5 centimeters at 45 degrees. So this is standard position angle because the degree is positive. And it's not, it does not have any geographic direction. So if it's standard angle, you start from the positive X and then you go towards Y, okay, with counterclockwise direction. So if we take this as 45 degrees, so say for example, if this is, kung dito siya na, ayan siya. So if we still take this as positive X and positive Y, then we say, for example, that the ant is somewhere here. Ano bang itsura ng ant? Parang kuto. Ayan. So from the origin, ito yung displacement niya, and then it's from 45 degrees standard position angle. Ayan. Pero, kung babaguhin natin ang orientation ngayon ng axis natin. Okay, so let's just say, for example, I will use this time this as my Z, and this is my X, and this is my Y. Okay, so let's just say, same pa rin yung scale natin. Okay, so the ant would still be somewhere here if it does not change position. The magnitude is still, let's say, 5 cm. But this time, the 45 degrees here now would be along the XZ plane. Ayan. Kanina, it's along the XY plane. Pero, yung position yung reality ng position ng ant natin, hindi nagbago. So that's what is consistent, regardless of the orientation of your axis. Okay? So babantayan ninyo kung saan si X, saan si Y, saan si Z. Okay? Ayan. So in other words, using unit vectors this time, so if we have this quantity which says vector A has the following components, let's say 3 units I hat minus 2 units J hat plus K plus 2 K hat. Okay, so it's a location in space wherein you'd say that, okay, so the generic labeling or description of a vector, okay, kung kumpleto siya na 3-dimensional, since si 3 units merong katabing I hat, then you know that this is the x component of vector A. Okay? And then this negative 2 is the y component. And the positive 2k hat is the z component. So vector A or any vector therefore can be written in terms of, you have AX. I will not put an arrow on top here because I just want it to stand for its magnitude. And then I'll put here the I hat. Plus, I'll have the magnitude of AY, J hat, plus the magnitude of AZ, K hat. So this is now the standard way of writing a 3-dimensional vector. So wherein we say that, kung ibabalik ko na ngayon si vector sign kasi meron ng magnitude and direction, so the x component of A is positive 3u. Okay? Ayan. Pwede nating ilagay si I hat for the direction. Ayan. And then si AY, magnitude is 2 units, but the direction is towards negative j hat, negative y. And then the z component of A, the magnitude is 2 units, and the direction is positive k hat. Ayan. So kung idodraw natin ang vector A na ito, saan natin siya makikita? Let's use the standard. Let's have this as positive x, positive y, positive z. So let's go 3 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3. From the origin to there, arrowhead, this is now AX component. From the head of AX, head to tail natin kasi pakita natin yung vector. If you notice, the vector sum of the components is the vector itself. Diba? So si AX, AY, AZ, kung i-head to tail connection mo siya, that's vector addition. Tama? Okay. So from the head of AX, we go towards 2 units downward. So let's go down here. 1 unit, 2 units towards negative y. Ayan. Ayan. So this is now, itong arrow na pababa, this is now the y component of A. And then we go 2 units away from the board. So it has to be parallel to this axis kasi ito naman si Z. I'm sorry, this is negative. Ayan. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Yan. More or less, it has to be parallel with the z-axis. Kasi kung hindi, hindi siya z component. So this is now a z component. Since head-to-tail connection ito, ibig sabihin, you are showing here the vector addition diagram. Vector addition diagram. So if you connect the starting point to the end point, this is now your vector sum. And the vector sum is vector A itself. So the blue arrow represents vector A with these 3 dimensions. Okay? Medyo mahaba na yata ang video na ito. So I will stop here, and in the next video, I will discuss how to express vector in terms of unit vectors. Hala, naman siya naman eh. Okay. Ayan. Okay? Sige. So, until the next video.